Looks like that truck is stuck. There goes a northbound train into the station. And good afternoon, everyone. It is Friday, March 13th, 2:41 p.m. is the time. The temperature is about 0 degrees Celsius, and we are having a bit of a snowfall. Watching a truck struggle to get up Yonge Street. And everyone's just kind of waiting. Oh, it's reversing into that white car. Now the white car's backing up. Yeah, you back up, Mazda. This is some exciting action. This alone has made the stream already worth doing. Hopefully you guys can see and hear everything okay. Anthony's here, James, Lisa, Alicia, Angelica, Lisa Palmer's here, Jeanette, Marge, and everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. Smiles121, member for 2 months, Scotland, UK in the house. Greetings, Smiles. Oh, the truck's got a red light. Thank you for tuning in to this impromptu stream. It was not my intentions to stream today, but we are having what could be our last decent-ish snowfall of the season, so I thought let's get out. Whoa! There was nearly an accident while I had the camera pointed at my face. Let's see what this truck does. I don't have my wind muff on, so hopefully the wind isn't rustling too bad. Oh, the truck is, oh, watch it, Rogers van, watch it. That truck is all over the place. Wow, who's ever driving that Rogers utility truck is an idiot. The tail of that truck was swinging like crazy. And they just moseyed on up, right on next to it. And there's a look southbound Yonge Street. I was kind of planning on not doing much in the way of content creation today. But it was snowing quite heavily earlier. I ran out of my apartment, and as soon as I got outside, it like stopped snowing. So I made a video from where I live down to here. And then it kind of started snowing again, so I was like, okay, let's go live. So now we're live. I don't know how long this is going to be. I've got plans tonight. I've got to go home. I've got to eat dinner. I got to shower and get to a bar for 6 p.m. If you know me, I'm on call for this kind of weather. I woke up did my exercises, watched some TV. Let me know if the wind gets too noisy. I can hook my wireless mic up. Let me make sure we're on the front mic. Hopefully that's a little better. There goes the popo. So this is southbound Yonge Street. What bridge is that? That was the Beltline Trail overpass over Yonge Street. I do have my umbrella on me. I was anticipating it snowing a little more, but it has really let up. The snow gods were not on my side. So we're supposed to have about 8 centimeters in total. I'm not sure if this is all we're gonna get. It might snow a little bit on Sunday, and I was seeing that there's a few days next week where it's calling for snow. And of course, Canada plays the USA tonight in baseball. I'm hoping to catch that, although my hopes aren't very high. And we got the St. Paddy's Day St. Paddy's Day parade on Sunday. I got media credentials for that, but even if I didn't, I would still probably be there streaming it anyways. Oh, it hasn't snowed in Ottawa yet. This is a nice snowy patch. Hey, Medano's here. You feel like the US is going to whoop our asses? I don't know about that. I think it'll be like 7-3, something like that. And just an FYI, this one is in native 4K resolution. So if you have a capable player, turn up the dial all the way for 4K 60 frames per action. Per action, that makes no sense, but 60 frames per second action. Last time I streamed this way, I cut through the cemetery and we saw the final resting spot of former Prime Minister William Lyon Mackenzie. Look at that. That's quite different from how it looked a few days ago when I was walking through there. Ever try streaming or recording with an Insta360? No, the audience is way too small for that sort of thing. It's too niche. I can't even remember the last time I used my MetaQuest. There's a northbound train passing a southbound train. Endless winter. Yeah, winter is officially over on the 20th, right? That's the first day of spring. But it just doesn't want to give out and come to an end. But it's not that cold. It's like 0 or 1. Looking good on your big TV. Thank you. Current bit rate is 15 megabits per second. It should be a little higher than that, but it should still be plenty to look pretty good. Lisa says it's been a tough one. It's It's been a long, cold, snow-filled winter. There's the entrance to Mount Pleasant. So we're just going to go south for a little bit. I'm not sure how long. I told a lady off kind of in the video I just recorded. I was crossing the street and there was a vehicle making a right turn and she stopped and waved it through. And the driver kind of hesitated. And I was right behind her trying to cross. And I was like, you shouldn't do that. She was like, why? I was like, well, because not everyone wants to stop when it's their right of way and yield to the turning vehicle. Yes, whoa. I was about to say, how do stop signs work? That guy made no attempt to even stop before the line. He just slid right over it. I gave him a nice little head shake. Oh, look at this dog rolling around in the snow. BG says the great Johnny Stride's in the building. If by building you mean Yonge Street, then yeah. Hey, Clayton Crawford's here. Greetings, Clayton. Time travel is real and you have proof. Is that an ad for Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie? Gertesh thought we were done with snow. It's a nice thought, but March is living up to its true character this year. We've had days where it's like 17 degrees and people are out in t-shirts. You don't scan the QR code. But at least it's not freezing. The ground's not too slippery with it being above zero. Do I still have any e-bikes? And if so, what ones? Yeah, I have my Move-In e-bike still. The Move-In Pulse and the Mini Fold e-bike. And I still have a 9-Bot Max e-scooter, which I regret not selling because now it's not worth anything. And I really just prefer the Mini e-bike instead. Hey, Jillian Scott is here. Greetings. is a mini plow. So in the last stream, I walked over here from St. Clair, or the last time I was in this area, but we're just going to keep going south here. Oh, Rad went out of business. It's a pretty cutthroat business, and they're all kind of selling the same repackaged e-bikes from China, so it's really not super surprising. You might notice e-bikes from one brand to another all kind of start to look the same. Oh, I love the look of one Delisle there. Hey, Daniel Barry is here. Trying to clear off the streetcar tracks. There's a truck on the streetcar plaques as well, or tracks. Have I seen a cat? I'm sure we've seen many cats over the years. Not on this particular one. Look at this slop. Someone just leaving their pants on the recycling bin. They probably left a little present in them. I don't know why else you would just ditch your pants like that. But I should be live Sunday for the St. Paddy's Day Parade. That stream should fire up before noon. Daffodils and cherry blossoms blooming in Vancouver. Speaking of cherry blossoms, I finally watched the rest of Rental Family last night. Thanks to those who recommended it. Solid movie, some questionable ethics, but if you like that Mr. Baseball Lost in Translation kind of theme, I think you'll enjoy it. Walmart, Midtown Compounding Pharmacy. A week ago, these pickleball courts could have been in full swing. This is Rose Hill coming up. And my phone says light snow until 4, so I think this is probably it. It's probably not going to kick up. And it says there might be some more later tonight. It's really coming down in Peterborough. Yeah, Jillian, it's a nice movie. It's definitely got some heartfelt, teary-eyed moments in it. Brendan Fraser is always worth a watch. He was excellent in The Whale. And I think he's still carrying some of the weight from that movie. Lisa says less than a week ago. How's the soundtrack? I don't know. Nice clear sidewalks though. Generally speaking, the closer you get to downtown, the less accumulation there is. CN Tower sighting. Sorry, I'm just getting a phone call. Let me silence that. Sorry, a boot in the wind. So this new phone number I've been assigned was used by a girl who lived in Mississauga. How do I know that? Because she keeps getting email or text messages from Timu and Shen or Shine, however you pronounce it, and collection agencies calling. And I got a text message that her refund had been accepted. So I clicked on the thing and it took me to a link and it showed me like her name and address. And there was a picture of like one of her deliveries on her porch. I'm like, geez, be careful when you cancel a phone plan or your phone number. Make sure you remove it from any website that has any of your personal information, because I know way too much about this chick. She orders all kinds of weird clothes. I've also had like 3 different collection agencies call me. And it's like, I think you have the wrong number. Please don't ever call this again. And sure enough, they call it again. Yeah, that's the new Freedom line. I haven't ported my Rogers number to it yet. It says, how often does this information appear in your phone? I get like a few text messages a day, but she's still ordering stuff through these services. Like she's still ordering Uber Eats using this phone number somehow. I'll get texts like, your delivery is on the way. And it's kind of like, hey, you should probably remove your number from those apps and websites. Luckily, I'm harmless and just see this as amusement. But in the wrong hands, it might not be good. And now that I know what's going on, I'm just ignoring everything, putting blocks on everything that contacts me. You should text her and let her know. I don't know. Well, I guess I have her email address. I don't know. Is that creepy? Like, hey, I clicked on your Temu order. I asked Gemini what I should do, and Gemini was like, just do nothing. I was like, okay. There's the LCBO, the old Summer Hill train station. My phone is going crazy again. One sec. I decided to let my YouTube music recommend me some songs. Now I've got Pink Pony Club stuck in my head. It's one of those songs I always avoided listening to. And it's like, shit, this is catchy. And whoever sings it has some pretty nice pipes. Oh, we're gonna get a red light here. Friendly reminder, like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I'm live next, probably Sunday. Icy Remy says hi from Thailand. Greetings. I was just in your amazing country. I stayed at the Skyview Hotel in Bangkok. already found the next hotel I want to stay at there. Medano. Holy cow, let me address this when I get to the other side of the street. Gifting 5 memberships. Holy cow, Medano. Welcome aboard Leo Chung, Retro, Scorpion, DJ Chad, FBG Corey, and Sam. Medano, thank you so much for gifting the 5 channel memberships, and welcome aboard to the 5 new members. Cheers to you. Speaking of which, I need to update that membership screen. Oh, Clayton, my identity is not in any danger. And I haven't hooked up that new phone number to any services. It's just a temporary number. I've been waiting for that development to go on 1 Marlborough forever. That used to be a Staples. The plans for that building look quite nice. Which street is this? We are going southbound Yonge. Bit of an impromptu bonus stream. I was not intending on doing this, but we might not have too many more chances to catch some snow. $1.52. There's your gas price. Icy Remy, 35 Thai baht. Cheers to you. Thank you so much, Icy Remy. I'll add that to all the baht that's in my passport wallet. Oh, someone's waving at me. I don't know who that is, but hope you have a nice day, friendly stranger. Nice thought. So thanks for the walk, Johnny. Love your channel. There we go. Watching me from across the street. Thank you for tuning in. I wonder if Henry is doing okay. Yeah, I spoke to him not too long ago. I don't want to reveal anything. I'll let him reveal stuff to his audience, but you could say he's doing fine. I'm sure you'll hear from him somewhat soon. Built for living, not listing. Oh, Toronto Mobile Scooter, Darren. Thank you for the $1.99. Cheers to you, Darren. Thank you for the support. Transit mobile scooter. I said Toronto mobile scooter. The Rebel has 30 years serving local favorites to favorite locals. Imported worldwide loose tea, porcelain, and accessories. Maybe we should cross here. There's a crossing light. Winter needs to go away. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh. Hello again. Oh, it's okay. It's public. You can go wherever you want. Cheers. Mary Taco just came back from the Philippines to this. Where in the Philippines were you? Boracay, Palawan, Manila, Cebu? Someone out just for a walk, enjoying the snow. The skyline is a treat. It's really been getting much better from walking south from St. Clair and Yonge. With all the big towers going up around Yorkville. It's always interesting when people try to stay out of the way of the camera as if they're doing me a favor. It's like, no, you can go wherever you want. I shouldn't be inconveniencing you. Lisa G, Toronto girl, $2.79. Lisa G, Toronto girl, thank you so much. Cheers to you. And LOL sent 10 memberships. Holy cow. Chowdhury, Henry Taco, Colin, Stephanie, Michael, Data Dude, someone whose name is in Japanese, Zio, XEO, Eden Sir, Shelp. Sorry, I can't get all your names, but holy cow, LOL or LOL. Thank you so much for the 10 memberships, and thank you, Lisa G, Toronto girl. That's 15 new members we've had this stream. Wow, wee wah. Thank you guys. Jillian asking how I'm doing. I'm doing well. There's a southbound 97 bus. Trekking through some sloppy sidewalk conditions. But welcome all new channel members. fun stream yesterday. Beer and wine sold here. This person's wearing socks. It's all good, Aya. Thank you for your super chat. I saw one come in, I think on the Johnny Stumbles video, or the channel. A super thanks on a recent stream. I got a notification of that. Thank you. Glad you're here. Just wanted to do some garden cleaning at the snow cave. Sorry about that. Your plans for spring have been put on hiatus. Nature has other plans for it. Yeah, the snow's not going to stick around too long. By Dr. Leonard Beanstalk, family physician and skin specialist. Gotta go there if you ever have a painful pimple. Good to know, I can get those painful pimples taken care of. Hey, Schollard Street. Schollard Street looks kind of quiet. Pigeons attacking, thinking maybe there's some dude dropping off food for them. All right, this is kind of going northwest a little bit on Davenport, a little more west than north. So this is Yorkville. Some weirdos might call it Midtown. It's kind of a no man's land. It's north of downtown, but it's not really what you would think of as Midtown, even though I guess technically it is. This is the northern terminus of Bay Street coming up.
On the floor in the classroom or in the hallway?
Although it wasn't always Bay Street, at least not north of Queen. Different sections of it went by different names over the years. Trolley Street was the original stretch just north of Queen. There's a lot of people getting off at that school. Can I please walk 161 Bay Street Axis rental car? I don't even know where that is. We're at 1331, it looks like. We're nowhere near 161. Hey, Philip, Mike Landry's here. Greetings, Mike. This is a rare back-to-back weekday afternoon live stream. I was trying to capitalize on the snowfall, but I missed it by about an hour. Well, Stephanie, the memberships came courtesy of LOL and Medano. So it would have been one of them. I did my ugliest buildings video. I put that on it. I definitely stand by that decision. So the bar I'm going to tonight is one of those that doesn't have a kitchen, but they let you bring in food. I'm running a bit low on time though. I might have to go to like a Subway or something. 2 weeks to the Blue Jays home opener. Good stuff. Jillian Scott, $5. Enjoy a warm drink. Jillian Scott, cheers to you. Thank you so much. There's going to be a lot of cold drinks tonight, but I'll be sure to have a warm one as well. Possibly a hot chocolate or a latte. Clair, $2. Happy snow day, everyone. Why am I on top chat? Thank you, Claire, for the super. Happy snow day to you as well. We're only going to have a few more of these this season and probably not to this extent. Must Society, downtown North York, Mississauga. Yeah, they've got a big store on Parliament. Must is quite cheap, but Home Society, not so much. That's a very expensive store. Look at that. I mentioned earlier, this person just got purchase return credits to Temu. They've been ordering and returning stuff from those Chinese junk peddlers quite a bit. Maybe change your phone number. Just in case you didn't believe me that I was getting those. Should we go down one of the nicest residential streets in the city? Right through, or right into the heart of Yorkville, this will take us. Have I streamed from a baseball game? No, I made a video from the Sky Dome right after all the renovations a few years ago, and then in the fall I went to a playoff game and made a video from that. Also, any Montreal streams? I've done a few Montreal trips. One I drove to Montreal, made some videos. Another one I flew down on Porter on their inaugural Embraer E2 flights. Cross over to the other side. It is raining now. This is not snow. This is Palmerston heading into Yorkville. I was in Yorkville last Saturday night. I went to Hemingway's after my live stream. Met some friends for drinks up on the patio. They had UFC on. That was right after the 192nd Toronto birthday fireworks at Nathan Phillips. on Bloor West. Do people sit inside at Hemingway's? We're in like the indoor-outdoor spot upstairs. But yeah, it was packed. There's that room in the front on the second floor. That was packed as well. It's one of the few places in this area where your bill will be quite reasonable. Which may or may not be the reason why it's one of the few places in this area I actually go to sometimes. The Pilot being another such place. So how long have I been streaming now? About 6 years? Yeah, about that. And this stream specifically just hit the 1 hour mark. Hey, Howard Charco's here. Greetings. Let me cross the street. Yeah, the Pilot is a good spot. There's the Oxley. They've got a nice little patio in the back. This is Yorkville Avenue. I'm heading east on. Way off in the distance at the end of the street, you can see the Toronto Reference Library. Digital Blade says Midtown looks busier than Yorkville. Yeah, this area of Yorkville is hit or miss in the village. You can come here on some Friday and Saturday nights and it is dead and there's nobody here. And sometimes it'll be going off. Sometimes the BIA will be putting on an event and it'll be absolutely packed. Cortege celebrating the anniversary of buying True Lies in 4K from Best Buy. Classic Arnold movie. There's Belair Street. I think I'm going to keep it north of downtown for this one. We take that down to Cumberland or Bay, or rather Bloor. Oh, that Mitsubishi, you ain't got a bumper. Into that escape room. We're at Bay Street. Thank you. I mentioned I sometimes go to Hemingway's in the Pilot. Among places you will never see me is D-Bar. Oh, there's a bunch of people in front of the Four Seasons up here. And a big tour bus. Celebrity sighting, possibly? Or just people waiting to get on their tour bus. There's a bunch of cops there. I'm guessing. Given that that is the Four Seasons, that's probably a well-known band or someone or something famous going in. Hey, Vivian Johnson just got taxes done, and I have no idea.
I thought you had the camera for a reason, all these police.
I've been walking around for an hour. I just saw that. I'm wondering too.
There's cops everywhere for these guys.
It's got to be a celebrity, obviously, but
Gotta be. Gotta be a celebrity.
Vivian Johnson just got taxes done, and you're very happy and want to share. Well, as it just so happens, Vivian, I accept your sharing. Thank you. Also, speaking of taxes, if you're like me and you're self-employed, your quarterly taxes are due March 15th. Well, guess what? March 15th is Sunday, so I just shipped the CRA a small dump truck of money today. So I am very, very much lighter in the wallet. I made my first installment this year, and what sucks about that is I had to pay my first 3 months of the year's taxes, but I haven't been paid for March yet. So I kind of had to front load my full quarter's worth of payments. But it's all good. I got a lot of RRSP carryover, so I've deliberately paid a little bit less. But anyways, yeah, it's tax season. Thank you, Vivian, for the $20. Cheers to you. You set me off on a little tangent. Someone said possibly a sports team, possibly with those two coach buses. But what sports team, who knows? That could just be, they could be the buses picking up a team from the airport. So they're not necessarily a Canadian team, given that they're Canadian buses. Who are the Leafs playing? Are they playing someone in town? Who are the Raptors playing? Could be one of those two leagues. Either way, the Four Seasons is a popular spot for celebs. I'm not really the stand around and gawk type. I remember once Benedict Cumberbatch was about to pop out of a building on one of my streams, and I really couldn't give a shit. Either way, it's a sports team, a band, celebrity, something. David Ace, $13.99. Hi, Johnny and all. Bet they're not as big a celebrity as me. Right as it starts to snow. Oh, I am quite sure they are bigger than me by default. But thank you, David Ace, for the $13.99 and the good laugh. And thank you to Vivian as well. Cheers to both of you. This is Yonge Street. Doot. There's the Toronto Reference Library. They just write Toronto Public Library on it. And we've hit 460 viewers. Not bad for a weekday afternoon. I'll probably be live next Sunday afternoon for the St. Paddy's Day Parade. And then again Sunday night over on the Johnny Stumbles channel. And then I have no idea. Teeth whitening with new patient exam and cleaning. These dental offices are getting pretty aggressive with their offers. Trying to recruit new people. Oh, it's Comic-Con already. Yeah, that comes early, and then what? Fan Expo comes later, right? One of them takes up the whole convention center, and the other one is just half. The police have their rusty barriers out here. I wonder if there's going to be a protest this weekend. Chantel, be yourself a treat, Johnny. Oh, buy yourself. I don't know why I read that as be. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you so much for the super. Cheers to you. As we were at Yonge and Bloor. All right, I'm here a little earlier than I thought. Maybe we'll head down to Wellesley. So let me check. Yeah, I got enough battery.
16-degree day.
Hey, we saw that guy earlier. Now we're getting some more snow. I said I was going to avoid downtown, but here we are. So we've had flurries, we've had somewhat heavy snow at times today, and we've had rain and periods where it was doing nothing. It's kind of all over the place. Is Hayden Street. Disco likes the unagi lunch from the H Mart I just passed. I'll have to give it a try. It's definitely more slush than snow accumulation. Heading to the Scientology building? Yeah, you know me so well. Definitely have your waterproof footwear out today. I don't know how well the camera's picking up the snow. It's snowing quite lightly. GS CZR1 joined God tier membership. Sorry, this particular software doesn't give me the best member notifications, but thank you so much, GSCZR1. Wow, the highest tier membership, and thank you, Medano, for letting me know. Medano also gifted a number of memberships earlier in the stream. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to be updating the closing credits of my videos at some point in the next few days, so all the new members should start to see their name appearing at the end of each video in the coming days. If not tomorrow's, they should be by Monday. That place is called Cheese Baker. Some nice sounding brake squeal. All right, my plan: run home, shower, turn around, come back out. The street here is Gloucester. Philly Disco gifting 1 membership. And Aya2473, the lucky recipient. I believe they are lurking. Thank you, Philly Disco. Thank you so much, and welcome aboard to new membership to Aya. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Cheers. There's Goa Hair Salon. Alright, now we're getting the fluffy stuff. Okay, this parking enforcement officer telling this Hyundai to move it. Slap a ticket on their vehicle. So the guy's just gonna go park on the other side of the street now. This is the most it's snowed all stream, I think. Still not coming down that much overall, but oh well. Colorado is here just as we are signing off. I gotta get my ass home and ready to go out tonight. This was a unplanned, last-minute, impromptu stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, mods, Patreon supporters, channel members. Welcome aboard to all of our new channel members, and thank you to those who gifted channel memberships. Thank you to everyone who sent support on the stream as well. I should have a video tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. EST up on the channel, and I'll be live Sunday late morning, afternoon for the St. Paddy's Day Parade. I gotta get my ass home, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Do like, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that fun stuff. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!